All right, welcome back. Simply Bitcoin. We break down the news from Twitter, the daily fail, meme review, software releases, and the websites by plebes or plebs. Drop us a like, subscribe. Before we go to the numbers, we just want to let everybody know, Nico's been doing some traveling for like the last couple of weeks, and we haven't been doing our regular scheduled shows. We kind of slipped up on a couple of them, but rest assured, we're back to normal. And now we're going to go kick it off with the numbers. Let's do it. At the time of this recording, the block height is 686,708. The Bitcoin price, 34,100. Chain rewrite days, 730. Total public Lightning capacity, 1,452.25. Bitcoin versus gold market cap, 5.17%. Sats per dollar, they're climbing again, 2,941.
Dude.
Yep.
Yeah, hurts. It hurts. But hey, man, there's so many good things. I've never been so bullish, dude. I've never been so bullish, Phil.
But it's funny, right? Because, you got some people that got like pretty angry on Twitter because they're like, the El Salvador news didn't do it. The Bitcoin conference news didn't do it. It's like, this stuff doesn't always move the coin. And anyways, at the end of the day, these are small ripples in the giant story of Bitcoin. Like, yep. This is nothing. This is all just noise. Even if it would have pumped 10K, who cares?
It would have just fallen back down again.
Who cares? Like, it's just like, this is the momentum we're in right now. This is just the momentum we're in, and you just gotta, if you're gonna hodl, this is part of it.
But dude, that's why I'm so bullish. Exactly. HODL and stack. But that's why I'm so bullish. The reasons that you mentioned, right? Like, that's so awesome on a fundamental level. And the fact that Taproot's about to be activated, that's freaking awesome. All this stuff is happening on in the background that just makes Bitcoin fundamentally stronger, right? So look, if you're in it for the sats, right? Just it's cheaper sats, right? But if you're looking at the price, obviously, it doesn't feel so good. But I suspect we'll move very soon. But anyways, Phil, it's time for
the daily fail. Okay, look, there was a lot of fails this weekend at the Bitcoin conference and on Twitter. It's very difficult to choose them all, okay? Going to give a shout out to Honk Hogan for pointing this one out. I hadn't seen this part of the video yet at the conference, and yeah, we are going to hit up some of the other fails from the conference throughout the week, but we're starting with this one, okay? This is the Floyd Mayweather chat. Here we go. We got 2 minutes of it, okay? So.
Okay, a few questions. So the Bitcoin world, there's a lot of ups and downs. I've been here for a long time. 2013, 2017, all up and down. I think a few weeks ago, everyone in this room was probably panicking in front of their screen a bit. You always talk about mental toughness. So I'd love for you some tips on mental toughness, or how to stick through, because 50 and 0, that's, you must have a lot of mental toughness there.
I want the people to believe in themselves. And everybody in the crypto world is competing with one another. Whereas I feel like everybody should be able to choose what they want to choose and go with who they want to go with.
Oh my God.
I think everybody should work together.
He's about to show you a shitcoin.
And what I always did was I believed in myself. Before anybody else believed in me, I believed in myself. And I believe that it's going to be another cryptocurrency that's going to be just as large as Bitcoin someday. It's okay. That's no different from Uber and Lyft.
I don't know if I want to let him continue. Okay.
Everybody's entitled to their.
What?
Everybody is entitled to their own opinion.
What?
I got to where I got to. I don't knock anyone, but I got to where I got to.
Because you're a really talented boxer. That's why you
So without no cryptocurrency, I was able to make over $1 billion.
Okay, so then he goes on to say, how he's like self-made, without cryptocurrency and all that good stuff. So I totally appreciate, the message of, self-empowerment and all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, he's using this messaging to shill you his shitcoin. So like, I like, to me, like, it's kind of empty words, right? Like, so what? You know, he's telling you this so that when he comes to you with his shitcoin, you don't look at him and think that he's trying to scam you, you know? But at the end of the day, it's not going to be money. It just isn't. Like, I'm really sorry, but like, you know, the actual base layer of value is not going to come out of a single corporation. And we are living through the fact that a government cannot do it. And we are also living through the fact that central bankers can't do it. So that's it. You know, like, we're done. This experiment is over. And like, I know that these people want to sit there and pretend like, oh my God, you know, Bitcoiners are so close-minded, you know, they're not thinking about the tech and this and that. None of this tech is needed. None of it is a 10x.
It can
be built on the Bitcoin experience. None of it. It doesn't make a difference. Not to mention the fact that they are not solving an inherent problem that we have with money right now. They are not. Bitcoin is what is solving an inherent problem that we have with money right now. That's why it's so desirable. That's why so many people are making shitcoins so that they can take your Bitcoin. Anyways.
Absolutely. Another incredible Phil rant. If you're new to the channel, yeah. Phil
good way to kick off the week.
Good way to kick off the week. Amen. But yeah, man, it's oh man, this Nick Camp Mine was just so smart for pulling that panel together during the Bitcoin conference. This is why toxicity is important, right? You have to go after these people. Either they don't know what the hell they're talking about, they're obviously not well informed, or they're being nefarious, you know, like his shitcoin, whatever, the Floyd coin, whatever the fuck he wants to call it, man. Like, look, it's not decentralized, right? It's made by an individual, right? Like, that's not a good store of value, right? That is not freedom money. So yeah, man, look, but at the end of the day, it's like, what else do you expect? Floyd made his hundreds of millions through boxing. He's an incredible boxer, but obviously he has no idea what the hell he's talking about, you know? So
he compared it to Uber and Lyft.
Yeah, dude.
Like, right there. See, so this is the problem, right? Like, once you understand Bitcoin, somebody who makes that argument, you know that, okay, you can't really listen to them anymore. It's over.
Yeah.
Like, that's the end of the argument. We're done.
But it doesn't surprise me that Floyd Mayweather just doesn't know. You know, that doesn't surprise me at all.
So I don't know if you know this, but okay, you know, back in 2017, it cost about $25 to make yourself an ERC shitcoin.
Yep.
Okay, you can make yourself a shitcoin. You can give it all the pretty little parameters that you want it to have, and boom, your shitcoin is born. So there's no fucking talent. There's no need. There's nothing. Like, there's no reason for it to exist. It's all pretend. All of the technology that uses these said tokens doesn't actually need a token for it to exist.
Nope. And it's just going to be built on top of Bitcoin. That's what's going to happen. They're going to be built on top of the strongest blockchain. Why would you want to build something on the second strongest blockchain? Doesn't make sense. And I think it was Dieter that said it. It's like shitcoins are intranets, whereas Bitcoin is an internet, meaning like it's being constantly attacked, right? It's constantly being attacked. Because of that, right, it becomes stronger over time, right? As in, these shitcoins are like closed off ecosystems that are, to steal Saylor's words, thermodynamically inferior to Bitcoin, meaning they have less computational power securing their blockchains. And that's a fact. You know, whatever type of narrative and whatever type of thing you want to feed for yourself, that's what I just said is 100% true. Go check it out yourself. Oh, man.
I know. Whatever. And you'll see, we'll still get some hate for this.
Oh, whatever. Bring on the hate, baby. Bring on the hate. But anyways, Phil.
You just don't get the innovation. Yeah. Fucking innovation.
Oh, man.
All right. Anyways.
But
sorry.
That's exactly why we're Simply Bitcoin. But anyways, Phil, it's time for
the daily meme review.
All right, everybody. The meme for today. It looks like it's brought to us by fellow plebe. You can go follow him at GameBoyBTC. Definitely go check him out. I'm going to give it a like because it's an awesome meme. Anyways, this came out when it was during the dip. So it's kind of a throwback, but I thought it was awesome because when I saw it, I was like, I love Dragon Ball Z. And hodl, by the F dip. And it's the Bitcoin. So it's more like a piece of art rather than a meme, but it's a meme is a piece of art. It's the same thing. And because it was such a good meme, I'm going to give it a very traditional score of absolutely worthless money, the Zimbabwe dollar. And just to kind of explain how worthless this is, They made a bill that was 100 trillion, and this is just a single one. So this is the definition of garbage. Anyways, Phil, what are you going to give it?
It's still worthless. That's awesome. Okay, so Dragon Ball Z is like more of like the millennial time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, okay, look, I like it. I did catch like like I was like a little bit older, so didn't really totally get into Dragon Ball Z. So I think it's a little more niche, but I still think it's awesome, right? You know what? I am going to give it, the nerds will appreciate this. At least the hardware nerds will appreciate this. I'm going with a relay board.
Ooh.
Yeah. And you can connect this to a Raspberry Pi.
Very traditional score. A relay board.
Or a Pi Zero.
Or a Pi Zero. Very traditional score.
Anyways, you pretty much connect it to almost any one of those. Good times.
Good times. So worthless currency and another one of Phil's relay boards. Anyways, Phil, it's time for
the Daily News, sponsored by
Crypto Cloaks.
All right, everybody, at the Bitcoin conference, this was the biggest announcement. This was freaking incredible. I didn't think this was going to happen for until the next epoch, but this is the first domino to fall. Anyway, let's get to the article. We'll talk about that in a sec. El Salvador president wants Bitcoin as legal tender. El Salvador president, I can't say that, Nayib Bukele, announced in a recorded message played at Bitcoin conference in Miami that next week he will send proposed legislation to the country's Congress that would make the cryptocurrency legal tender in the Central American nation. Bukele sweetened his offer Sunday, saying via Twitter that his government will give immediate permanent residence to crypto entrepreneurs. I don't like the crypto part. Crypto means Bitcoin and shitcoins. Anyways, check this out. This was Jack Mallers hugging his parents after that announcement. Absolutely incredible. Just to see that just makes me feel warm inside. And check this out. This was a thread by the president kind of explaining his logic behind making this decision. Bitcoin has a market cap of $680 billion. If 1% of it is invested in El Salvador, that would increase our GDP by 25%. On the other side, Bitcoin will have 10 million potential new users and the fastest growing way to transfer $6 billion a year in remittances. Besides, a big chunk of those $6 billion is lost to intermediaries. By using Bitcoin, the amount received by more than 1 million low-income families will increase in the equivalent of billions of dollars every year. This will improve lives and the future of millions. Furthermore, 70% of El Salvador's population doesn't have a bank account and work in the informal economy, right? So, and he goes on to say other things. I'll link the full tweet in the link description. But Phil, this is the first domino to fall. This is the first domino to fall. And I'll tell you why. Because if this works, and I have no doubt that it will work because it's already working, right? The Lightning Network, man, Jack Mallers, shout out. You're a fucking genius, bro. Okay. It's already working down there. But look, not only exactly what the president says, because think about it. If a huge percentage of the economy is remittances, and remittances is essentially when a lot of El Salvadorians work in the United States and they send back money to their families and they get charged an arm and a leg through Western Union and all those other services. Strike completely changed the game. You could send money for literally almost for free, right? And now you're going to have 70% of the population that doesn't have a bank account. They're going straight into the Bitcoin ecosystem with all that red tape, without all of that BS, man. So if this gets proven to work in El Salvador, and I have no doubt that it will, it is a direct threat. It's no longer theoretical. Now it's been proven, right? So there's been some pushback already by some nefarious forces, and I suspect there will be more. But man, this was the first shot heard around the world, baby. This is so freaking exciting. And again, shout out Jack Mallers. This is incredible. Phil?
Man, this is, I totally think I think it's huge. Okay. A couple of things which are kind of like one thing that's a dampener on the party. Unfortunately, El Salvador, I mean, look, is not one of the greatest places to live, right? Let's be honest. So they are definitely going to have some work cut out for them. But in terms of doing something truly for the people, I mean, this is a massive step. And, as you were explaining this, something that really came to mind is, okay, so now we're going to have more people having Bitcoin, using Bitcoin, transferring Bitcoin. So what happens? The ecosystem continues to develop around Bitcoin. And remember what we said, what happens when that ecosystem continues to develop, right? The gatekeepers, they start to lose their relevancy. They've already started to lose their relevancy, and we can see the cries from the system, right? We can totally see it. They're going to develop their own central bank digital strangleholds, currencies. They're going to, do all kinds of stuff like that. They're going to do all this regulation. Like they're panicking because they completely see that the ecosystem is being built out from under them, and they have no way to stop it. And don't get me wrong, they are they are the creators of their own shackles.
Yes, they're in a golden cage that they built themselves.
Exactly. So,
absolutely. And Phil, look, to add to that point, you're exactly right. Look, the president even says it himself. Some powerful interests will try to make this historical Bitcoin move fail. They know what it means if it succeeds. It's exactly what you just said, Phil.
Yep.
But check this out. It will. And look how bullish this is. Anyone willing to help the plebs is worthy of support. We will die on this hill. 297 likes. Look at this.
Yeah.
This is the Bitcoin decentralized immune system backing up Bitcoin. Absolutely beautiful to see. Check out what Alex Gladstein had to say on the matter. We have reached the part of the timeline where heads of states are proudly announcing plans to use satellite internet to expand access to the Bitcoin network for their populations. Few had this down for June 2021, just 12.5 years after Bitcoin's creation. But here we are. And I agree with that. I had no idea it was going to come this fast, right? It's absolutely incredible. But yeah, man, we're in for a fight, Phil. That's for sure.
Yeah. No, we definitely are. I mean, this is, this isn't all just going to be roses, right? This is going to be pretty bad. We are about to see we are really about to experience just how bad this system can become.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Yes. We're going to find out if we live in the United States of America or the United States of the Fed, and we're going to find that out very quickly. But check this out, Phil. Remember, we were talking about the price earlier, and dude, the fundamental, I don't care about the price because the fundamentals just keep getting stronger. The Michael Saylor doubles down again. MicroStrategy announces proposed private offering of 400 million of senior secured notes. To read from the announcement, MicroStrategy today announced that it intends to offer, subject to market conditions and other factors, 400 million aggregate principal amount of senior secured notes due in 2028 in a private offering to qualified institutional buyers. And you know why they're raising all this freaking money, that 400 million, to buy more freaking Bitcoin. So Saylor, not only, dude, he's saying what he was gonna say. He said he was gonna do. He says in all the podcasts, he's like, you have to do whatever humanly possible to buy as much Bitcoin as possible. This guy's not only doubling down, this is a triple down. This is a quadruple down, bro. He's going all in. Damn, I wish I had $400 million. Anyways, Phil.
He doesn't even have $400 million, which is why he's doing what he's doing. He just has different resources than we do. That's all. We need better friends. That's the thing. We need better friends. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, so I mean, look, ultra bullish, right? Michael Saylor, it's like he just doesn't stop. And even though I'm not giving him a pass on any of the bullshit, right? Because there's always bullshit. But like at the same time, he is really, I mean, you see all these other social dynamics, right? With, Elon Musk and everything. And Michael Saylor is just, zero F's given, diving in again, doesn't care, sees the opportunity. We're stacking sats, obviously not 400 million.
Oh my God, dude. What was it that we said the other day? It's like we're stacking kernels while he's stacking fields, bro.
Fields of corn, this guy.
Just like,
yeah.
Man, oh man, Saylor, that's awesome move. Welcome to the club, bro. He's what, man? I don't want to say he's one of us, but he kind of is, dude. He's all in on Bitcoin. That's what we do, Phil.
He can write the book Fields of Corn.
Yeah. Oh my God, I would love that
Fields
book.
of Corn by Michael Saylor.
Fields of Corn.
Chad Saylor.
Straight up, bro. Oh my God. But awesome. Shout out to Saylor. Very, very Chad move, dude.
Good for him.
Good for him.
Fuck him.
I wish I had that. But anyways, Phil, it's time for... No, there was a software release today. Why don't you tell everybody about it?
Software releases. All right, we've got Samurai Wallet version 0.99.96H that was released. And that's down below in the show notes.
Awesome. Thank you, Phil. All right, guys, before we go, I just wanted to let you know what Phil said in the beginning. I have been traveling the last 2 weeks. I went to go visit Phil in the flesh, and the Bitcoin conference was over the weekend. So we haven't been as consistent where we are with our videos, which we've always been, right? So, but we're back on schedule. We'll be back to our regular postings, which is Monday through Saturday or Tuesday through Sunday, but you'll get 6 videos every week. But anyways, guys, you know what to do. If you enjoyed the show, smash that like button. Have a lot of energy. It's the beginning of the week. Smash it. And of course, if you want to continue hearing the catastrophic shitcoin and fiat fails, and you want to continue hearing the news from the Bitcoin perspective, definitely consider subscribing, and we will see you tomorrow for another episode of Simply Bitcoin.
Fuck the shitcoins.